Mr. Petersen, we could spend the whole time talking about Germany and Munich, but that isn't quite the purpose of our visit here today.
Right.
But I do love your country very much. I've spent lovely times there. But we are here to talk about your film, and I must tell you straight away that I was very impressed with it. It has the most magnificent look I've seen in a film in a long time. Of course, we remember most recently The Never-Ending Story and Das Boot, for which you received an Oscar nomination. I wonder, was this film any more difficult to make than Das Boot?
In a way, yes. In a way, not. I must tell you, I was after with the experience of Das Boot and Never-Ending Story, I was not too much scared, let's say, about special effects, about matte paintings, about blue screen. I know now that business. It doesn't frighten me anymore, so I can deal with that. So in that respect, it was not so hard to do. And I have the ILM people in San Francisco. I have, really the best people to work with. But on the other hand, it was much more difficult because here we had one big problem to solve, and hopefully, I think we have done it. That was Lou Gossett's character, the drag. I think it's the first time on the screen that you have to present as such a complex character like the drag here, not just a creature like that what we had in the past, but really a complex character with all the abilities to show emotions and everything, and that with a lizard-like look and with these yellow eyes and all that strange language. I think to do that, to bring that on the screen, to make that a believable character, that was really difficult to do, and that was also, on the other hand, the fun part of it, because that was the exciting part of the movie.
Did you look at a lot of actors for that role?
No, I must tell you, Lou Gossett and Dennis Quaid both were already cast when I came into the production. There were also another director already working on Enemy Mine, and it didn't work. So they had to close down the film and had to start from scratch again, and I did it. I was the new director then. We pushed back the whole thing for half a year and started again. I changed all the crew and the cast, but I kept Lou Gossett and Dennis Quaid because I thought they were wonderful for these parts. And I'm happy that I decided that way because I really think they are terrific.
Originally, was it going to be made in Hollywood then?
No, it was originally, the intention was to shoot the exteriors in Iceland and to shoot I must say, strangely enough, the interiors in Budapest, in Hungary. And I think that was a mistake because for a high-tech film, science fiction film, to build the sets for that in Budapest, that was not the right idea. So I think it worked much better than when we went to Munich to the Bavaria studios and do it there.
What was your budget for the picture?
The budget was, I'm very proud about that, it was $25 million, and we ended up with $25 million.
On time, on budget, huh?
Yes, that's for a film with so much, special effects and technique. That's really very rare. It's not often like that. But I'm really proud to say we've done it because I really hate to spend $10 million, $15 million more than that, because I think 25 is an enormous budget for a film, and it should be like that. And I'm not a fan of $40, $50 million films. I think it's too much.
Had you made it in Hollywood, what would it have cost?
People told me it would have cost about $40 million. So it is what you see actually on the screen is in a way a $40 million film, but it is we made it for 25 because it's less expensive to do it in Germany, and not only because of the exchange rate. I think it also has to do with the fact that we have different union things. It's not like that we have to have all these huge crews and teams. We can work with less people, and maybe everything else is a little bit less expensive in Germany. And, well, that's it.
I know a little bit. I've read about your sound stages at the Bavarian Studios.
Yes.
Is there anything in Hollywood to compare with those sound stages?
What do you mean the same sound stages all over the world?
Well, it seems like that you did things in these sound stages that were just seemed quite remarkable. the lake and the fire and...
Yes, that is a new soundstage we've built, the Bavaria Studios built. It's called, by the way, the Wolfgang Petersen soundstage, and I'm very proud about that. It's the biggest soundstage in Europe, and they installed in that studio, so let's say, the most modern technique in filmmaking what we have today. So that if you see the film, the huge lake that is underneath that lake is everything, you know, and machinery prepared to make fire and to get up a rostrum out of the lake, so the whole team could work on that, and it goes down again. And we have in the roof, there's an enormous apparatus for that you know, the torrents of water come down for the enormous rain. So all that is let's say latest technique in filmmaking in that studio.
I have never seen such rain, other than Texas, where we do get rain.
Sometimes in Germany it's also like that. But the idea was that this should be a non-Earth-like, even much more than on Earth, rain on that planet where it takes place.
Yes. How did you get the soundstage stuff to match so beautifully with the things that you shot in the Canary Islands?
Yeah, that was one of the problems. It was not only to match the stage stuff, the sets on the stage with the Canary Island original landscapes. Also, we had the third element was the matte paintings from ILM. Because what I wanted to have is not this sort of typical fantasy-like science fiction film. I wanted to have it look real. It takes place in 100 years from now, and I wanted to give the audience the feeling that a space station could look like that in 100 years, or that planet could look like that. If we have maybe the chance in 100 years to go to other planets, it should look like that maybe, with real landscape, and with, but it looks all, on the other hand, different than Earth. So we had to bring that on screen. That was difficult, to combine all that. What was it, how we managed that? Well, we have good people to really put it all together in the right way. And to Rolf Zehetbauer is a great, one of the best, I think, in the world, production designers. We were very often Lanzarote. We took photographs. We brought, by the way, tons and tons of real lava and rocks and stones from Lanzarote, containers full of that stuff, to the sound stages. So what you see in the sets, it's not just styropor, it is the real lava and rock stuff from Lanzarote. That also helps. That gives you the feeling it is real, you know.
And Lou Gossett and Dennis Quaid have all the bruises and scars to show for it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was tough work for these guys to under these circumstances, with all the meteorite showers and the rain and the ice storm and all that, and especially for Lou Gossett in that difficult makeup.
Well, Mr. Petersen, the time's gone all too quickly, but again, let me tell you how much I appreciate the film, and I hope it does very well for you. I hope it gets all the box office it deserves. And thanks for talking with us here today.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful command of the English language. Did you study in... turn the chair around. Yeah. Did you study in England, or where did you learn English?
No, I learned it at school, basically.
Ah.
Yeah, at school. 9 years at school.
Oh, really?
And then I must tell you the truth, after this boat, with all these interviews, and so I've learned to speak it better and better.
You're very, very fluent in the language.
Where would you like me?
About here. Can we cheat at this much, Russ?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, okay. And whenever you're ready.
How tight about it?
Oh, keep it pretty loose.
Okay, we're still rolling.
Yeah, okay. All right. Was Enemy Mine more difficult to shoot than Das Boot? What was your budget on this film? So you came in on time and on budget. How much more would the picture have cost? Let me start over. How much more would the film have cost?
Once more.
How much more would the picture have cost had you done it in Hollywood? Tell me about this soundstage in the Bavarian studios. What sort of capabilities do these sound stages have? Did you look at other actors for the role of the Drac? Let's see, there's something else there. Oh, that's okay, let's just do reaction.
I would like to try to answer those questions to see if I could get them right.
Okay, thank you.